When it comes to quality content, for me, really, I think there are two pieces uh, that need to be taken care of. First of all, it all boils down to quality over quantity. I think if there's something that I say more than anything else in every week, every month, it's probably that. And to your point about how we got here, I really think that it's because of all the things that you mentioned, but the fact that the digital space came to be so easy to use led to that idea of measurability, really, because people were creating content before. They were writing books, they were on stages, they were doing press. All of that was there. But guess what? A lot of those spaces were not as easy to measure. So then what would you focus on? You would probably focus a lot more on the quality than you would on the quantity if you had no way to judge the quantity. But what happens when you go in the digital space? All of a sudden, everything is measurable. And so that's where I think we got into the space of measurement. It needs to be palpable. Hence, let's call more things content than just the blog. When it comes to quality content, for me, really, I think there are two pieces that I always kind of, just from a high level of the pieces that I read, it's creativity and utility. Okay, people can say that it should entertain, it should inspire, it should educate. I completely agree, but I find creativity and utility to be a little bit easier to communicate to others and a little bit easier to also assess myself. Creativity, because like I said, I'd really like for that unique way of doing things to come out in the content, and for people to feel like they can be creative with, most likely they already are. If they're super great thought leaders, or if they're really good at what they do, they're probably already doing that same thing in a creative way. And so I really just want that to come out, to bring that unique level to the content, which ultimately helps immensely, because it gives people a different point of view. It gives people a different lens to look through, or it gives people a different way of doing things if you're super open about how you got there. And that's where we get into the utility aspect, which for me is, I want people to, I don't know, reference the content long term.